Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. Today we have a really important piece of the puzzle. We're gonna be talking about ability haste. In season 11, Riot is replacing cooldown for something called ability haste. How that will affect your playstyle or the champions that you're playing. Without further ado, let's start with the video. Okay, so I have jumped into the practice tool here on season 10 where we have cooldown reduction, not ability haste. I assume everyone who is watching this video already knows what is cooldown reduction and how it works, but just a small refresh to see how it works. I have here Caitlyn, and the Caitlyn Q has a cooldown of 10 seconds. So let's say I buy 10% cooldown reduction, I can use that spell each 9 seconds. Super straightforward. I buy 20%, I can use that every 8 seconds. Again, super straightforward. I can buy up to 40% and I can use that for 6 seconds. I can get 45% cooldown reduction with the runes. But now let's jump into PBE where season 11 is already there, and let's compare cooldown reduction with ability haste. Okay, so I'm back on the PBE account with Caitlyn, and the cooldown of the Q is the same. So let's compare ability haste versus cooldown reduction. So when I bought the Warhammer, which it had 10% cooldown reduction, my Q was on 9-second cooldown. Let's check it now with 10 ability haste. Okay, I bought the ability haste. Now my Q is on 9.09 second, which means if I use the Q 10 times, I'm losing 1 second. That's not going to be a major thing for solo queue, but for competitive play is going to be quite a big deal. Now also for mage players in the mid lane where they were just picking small components, this is going to be quite big deal. Why? Because now you cannot just buy 40 ability haste and have the maximum cooldown reduction. So let me actually showcase you that. I'm going to buy just 4 Warhammers. Okay, so now I have 40 ability haste, and now I have just 29% cooldown reduction, which means I'm losing 11% compared to the old patch or old seasons. So how does this translate into core items? I have here Death Dance. Now Death Dance gives 15 ability haste, which is better than 10% cooldown. If I hover the mouse here at the ability haste, now it says 13% cooldown, which again is better than just 10%. So actually core items are better. But if you are a champion that rely on just cooldown reduction items, this is kind of like a nerf. Why? Because the more ability haste you get, the less it actually is in value. You need 100 ability haste in order to have the maximum cooldown, but the maximum cooldown now it's 50%, so an extra 5% than it used to be. So it's a little bit better, but a little bit harder to get. So it's actually categorizing champions. Let's say you're playing a champion that loves cooldown reduction, boom, you need to buy and build around that, and you're not gonna just buy 2 core items, and then you have the maximum cooldown. No, now you need more than that. And I like this idea because if you're playing just another random champion, you cannot abuse the system to just buy components and have the maximum cooldown. Now you need to invest into that, and people who do actually invest into that, they will have more cooldown and the game is going to feel much better for them. So this is actually a really cool idea that Riot is implementing, and it's going to be nice to see it actually into the game and how the pros are going to play with this new thing. So now talking another thing about an item, a mythic item that it has a passive of giving other legendary items like 5 ability haste. As you see here, I have 3 core items and I have 70 ability haste, and I think this is going to be the sweet spot, 70 ability haste. I have a 41% cooldown, so a little bit better than what it used to be. And also I'm not just like buying all items, because the Dust Blade now is going to give me 5 ability haste for each legendary item that I have. So here I have 2 legendary items, Death Dance and also Black Lever. So here I'm getting, instead of 15 I'm getting 20, and instead of 25 I'm getting 30. So just those 2 items together, 50 ability haste, and 20 here, 70. So just with 3 core items I already have what it was quote unquote the cap back in other seasons. So I think this is really good if you are looking to build ability haste and investing into that. But if you're going to build something else in terms of mythic item, you need to invest more if you want to have ability haste. So that's pretty much about this video. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like or subscribe, And yeah, until the next video, I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.